Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower. So, last episode, I basically got cut off from my whole entire sentence of what I was thinking about saying and what I actually said, because these videos are all 10 minutes, well, almost 10 minutes, and sometimes I don't know exactly how long the time had went on when I was recording the actual episodes and playing through them, so they kind of cut off a little bit abruptly and I have to end off my sentences right there. But when we last left off, I was telling you guys, of course, that we are going to have to find the combination to the safe here, and I kind of stumbled a little bit because I was reading through the walkthrough of how to go about undoing the lock and trying to record and then seeing if it was 10 minutes at the same time. So I just went ahead and ended off the episode a little bit early, which is gonna happen in a few of these, okay? Because a few of them I totally forgot when I started recording, because I was trying to keep up with the time and be like, okay, I started at 10:15, so I gotta make sure that by the next 10 minutes or so I end off the episode at around 9 minutes and a half or something like that. But I was always afraid that it would go over time, so I ended up cutting a lot of them off a bit early. And I do really want to apologize for this type of series like this, but there's literally nothing that I could do about it. I did explain it, I believe, in the first episode, that it's very hard for me to record the series on OBS because it doesn't recognize older games anymore, and this is an older game. So I had to do it this way by doing two different types of recordings, just so that I can, you know, get at least somewhat of a let's play type of thing for the next game without it being a let's play. It's a walkthrough, whatever, but I wanted to have it be somewhat still commentary forward, because a lot of my stuff I do like to commentate over while I'm playing games. That's just something I actually like doing myself. When I'm playing through a game for the first time, I'm usually talking quite a bit to myself, and I'm just like, you know what, I should just record the game and just talk, and just do it like for the first time I ever play the game. But usually I don't do that, and I play through them a couple times, and then I go ahead and play through and commentate for you guys. But since not being able to do that was kind of weird for me, so I had to do a lot of things at once, and it was just a little bit confusing. Just like this part here is, of course, with the clock. Bonjour, once again.
Mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Hi, I'm Nancy. I came to ski, but it looks like I'm going to have to find other ways to entertain myself. I told Mr. Egan I would bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Are they ready?
Yes, I fixed our boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter. Why is it you American girls never know how to separate business from pleasure?
Trust me, Jacques. I know how to take care of myself.
Yes, that is another great truth about American girls. Ciao! Nancy, comment ça va?
Alright, so we got a lot of stuff we need to talk about with Jacques here, so we're probably going to spend the rest of the episode talking to him.
Is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Do you know what happened in the library? I heard it was vandalized.
Nancy, a pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation.
It must be lonely living so far from home. Don't you miss your family?
Yes, but I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She is an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the revolution, that is.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, so now that we're done talking to him, we can go ahead and continue on. I love how she's just like one subject to the next and doesn't continue on. Like he was talking about his mon petit Jules, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Hey, did you hear about the tower?" Didn't say nothing about his love or whatever. It was so funny. These old games like this where you just, well, I think they're all like that actually, to be honest. She doesn't ever really continue any conversations most of the time. But we did find out the combination to the locker, of course. So we are going to open the locker here, and it's not our locker, unfortunately. It is our friend Lisa's. Well, she claims to be Lisa, but that doesn't seem to be the case here when we look at all of her different identifications. So that is a bit sketchy to me on my part, looking through here. But of course, since it wasn't my locker, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and open it anyway and see all the stuff that there is inside of it, because that is what Nancy Drew does. Like I said before though, this is one of those games which, of course, you did see earlier in a few episodes back. Actually, the first episode, the Clock of Doom has returned, unfortunately. The clock where you have to be somewhere at a certain time to be able to talk to people. Yeah, that's why I had to go back to my room, because Jacques is apparently only at the ski rental place from like 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning to like 5 p.m. or something. I don't remember, but he wasn't there last episode, so we had to go and redo the time manually just so we can get him to come back. That's so annoying, and one of the worst things that I hated about this game was the fact that they had that clock system. I really did not like the clock system at all in this game. I'm glad they took it out in future games, but these older games that had the clock system in it, I absolutely did not like whatsoever. And I'm going to try to keep up actually with what we're going to be doing, but sometimes I'm probably going to get lost. I think we've got the boots. Somebody's coughing. Okay. See, that stuff like that is kind of creepy to me. Why would we hear someone randomly coughing? Like, who is that? But anyway, I think we're supposed to be going to take the boots to Professor Hotchkiss. We did get them from Jacques. And she is in this room here.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Yeah. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
No tip is necessary, Professor Hotchkiss. I don't actually work here. My name's Nancy Drew. I heard your room was robbed, and I'd like to find out what was taken so that Mr. Egan can report it.
Everything's under control, dear. Nothing to report. Thank you for my boots. My poor feet have been feeling so exposed.
Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and give her her boots here, and we're actually going to, I believe, end off the episode here, because we are running on, I'm showing 9 minutes right now, so obviously we'll have at least another minute, and then we'd have to end off the episode anyway. So I'm going to end it off here, guys, and I will see you next time when we return with some more Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower.